welcome back. So previous videos I discussed it, and today we're finally going to get into it. Sorry. So we are going to continue with First I Had to Meet Me, which is my poetry and storybook by yours truly, Zeman Show. So if you haven't already got it, definitely go get it. But part of it, poems that I talk about it in, is dealing with that whole self-esteem after being cheated on and not being the one that was chosen. Which part of that, y'all, when you cheated on, you're the one that is chosen. Did you really win? Is that really a prize? I mean, think about it. This person has been leading you on, seeing someone else, dating someone else, have a whole relationship or whatever with someone else, and then decide they want to be with you. But you weren't good enough for them to not even, go that way. So that's for you to decide if that's really winning. So, a part of that, just going through that and being that person and dealing with that pain and dealing with that embarrassment, because it is so embarrassing to find something like that out, because you're thinking you have someone that's faithful to you, you have someone that loves you and you love them, and yeah, you have your hard times, yeah, you have your ups and downs, but you're good, like you love them, you're a couple, and then you find out they're seeing someone else. You find out that they are out with someone else, which is really brave, first off, to go out with someone in the city that you live in, when you have friends, you have coworkers, you have family, anyone that could see this and report back to your person. And that's embarrassing for someone to have to come tell you, hey, I saw your girl, or hey, I saw your man, they were here. And it is a lot to go through, and then it creates that in your mind. Now this restaurant is tied to where they were, or this place is tied to this, and you can't be like, no, no, that wasn't them. They know it was them, it was them. So yeah, going through that is just it's a lot, and it can be draining on you, and it can really make you question yourself. And I did as well. Oh, y'all see my shirt? Awesome. Okay. But yeah, so I questioned myself too. But before I get to how going through that, I'm going to talk about some reasons or excuses that people gave for why they cheated. First, lack of emotional connection. They didn't feel connected to their partner. They didn't feel like they were on that level. Maybe it was just a physical thing. So, out seeking someone that they have an emotional connection with. Lack of sexual connection. So, especially if you're in a relationship when it's been 10, 15, 20 years, you're not going to be at the same level, say you were when you guys first got together. And maybe you're at that level, but your partner's not. So you feel like it's lacking in that. So you find someone more up to speed. Of course, when you meet somebody new and different, it's going to be new and different. It's easier to ask someone you don't know to do different things sexually than it is to ask someone that you've been around, that you got kids with. You would think it would be the other way around, but sometimes people don't want or whatever perception of themselves from their partner. They don't know how their partner's going to feel about it if they bring something up. But someone new, of course, is new. You're trying something, and you meet someone and sometimes you vibe on that level, which again, all totally wrong, but that's one reason. Another one, not facing the conflict in the relationship. So rather than face what the relationship is going through, or an argument that you guys are having, or an issue you guys can't resolve, rather than deal with that, they go cheat. And that way they have someone that they're not arguing with, they're not going through issues with. They can put their issues on hold with you and deal with someone and not have to, be that. But the thing is with that is, the longer you continue cheating, the longer you continue with that person, then you start to develop a relationship. Now you guys start to have problems. Now they're like, well, why aren't you calling me like you used to? Or why don't you want to go out? We used to go out. We used to do this. So now you got another conflict. So now you got two relationships that you got conflict in, and you're trying to balance them both. To me, it seems easier to deal with your core relationship, whether it's couples counseling or whatever it may be, to bring you guys to a decision of how do we move past this, if we're willing to move past this, or how do we let go of each other, because I've already started seeking someone else that can, you know, I don't have this conflict with guys. In any relationship, you're going to have conflict. You're going to have issues, but it's like, how do you deal with it? How do you move past that? Nothing's going to be perfect. Nothing's going to be happy all the time. I know it's like preaching to the choir, but you have to learn how to resolve those issues. Finding someone else is not going to resolve those issues, because once you get to that point, now you guys are going to have some type of issue. You're meeting a new person, learning a new person. Now, okay, maybe over here our issues was finance. Now over here our issues is they tell their mama everything. They tell their sister everything. Now I got to deal with that. Or he's always with his friends, whereas my ex, my issues was I couldn't get him to clean. Well, this guy can get him to clean, but he's never home. So you gotta pick and choose what you're willing to deal with. Um, Also, anger or revenge. Some people, especially if you've been cheated on in the relationship by that person, you may seek revenge by cheating on them with someone else. I never got that, because you're willing to take on the energy of someone or something just to get back at someone. That part is what doesn't make sense to me, because when you realize that when you are dealing with people, when you are sleeping with people, you're exchanging energies with them. So you may have been before a okay kind of chipper person. Now you're sleeping with someone that you barely know, or maybe it may be someone that you know, mutual friend, best friend, and you just cross the lines with that person, or maybe a friend of a friend, y'all in the same circle, whatever, and you cross lines with that person. Now you're taking on their energy. You might have not known that they deal with depression. You might have not known that they deal with anger or whatever that they may deal with, because you guys were never on that level. So now you exchange that energy with them. Now you find yourself like, I never used to be depressed, or I never used to snap at people. Now I'm doing that. That's why. And then you also bring that into your relationship. So your two-person relationship now becomes a three-person. If y'all both cheat and you did it out of revenge, now y'all two-person is now a four-person relationship, because you're carrying on energies from people that you're introducing into your relationship. Again, if that doesn't bother you, then that's cool. But for some people that you are sensitive to things like that, it can be a lot. And that's how it was for me, like taking on everything, not only that you're dealing with and that I'm dealing with, but now I have to take on everything that this person is bringing around, because you're dealing with this person. And instead of telling me you want to be somewhere else, you're continue to deal with me as well. So now you're angry at me, or you're snapping at me, or you're, whatever. So now we got bigger issues than what we had before, because of all the other energies that you absorbed into you. And now you got this tie with this person, and it becomes a mess, guys. Another thing, situational opportunities. So these are those, it just happened. Whether you're out drinking or you're partying, or you had a bad day and you're just so sad, and this person just comforts you and it leads to that. So that's what those things are. Let's see. Sorry, had to close some things. So that's your situation opportunities. Low self-esteem. This one, people think that a lot of the cheating is because of sex. And believe it or not, it's not. With people, when you have low self-esteem, now you see someone that's in your DMs complimenting you. Now you see someone that's telling you how awesome and how great you are, where you're not getting that from your person. You're not feeling appreciated. You're feeling like you're being taken for granted. You're not feeling loved enough. And now you feel down on yourself. And here's this person like, wow, hey, don't want to say anything, or not trying to, get with you. I just wanted to let you know that you're awesome. I just wanted to let you know that you're appreciated. I just want to let you know that I'm praying you get better opportunities. I just want to let you know that, I'm here for you if you need someone to talk to. So now you got that boost of self-esteem. Now, before, where your partner didn't notice that you changed your hair, or your partner didn't notice that you lost weight, this person, like, hey, wow, notice your pictures lately. Did you lose some weight? Now you're feeling good. Like, this person is giving you that attention. And again, it's always all good in the beginning because it's serving that gratification. But the more you deal with that person, now y'all gonna have issues. Now, all of this is gonna happen. But for that moment, they making you feel good. Like, oh my gosh, I haven't been complimented in so long. Oh my gosh, no one told me I was cute. You know what? My man didn't even notice that my hair is shorter. Like, my man didn't even notice that I lost 20 pounds. Thank you. Or, hey, thank you for checking on me because you knew I had that big presentation because, I put it on social media. Thank you for, checking on me on that. And, they find those little things. But again, that low self-esteem, you feeling good. Who wouldn't want to feel good? It's a high. It's a dopamine, which that leads to the other reason is falling out of love, not having that exciting feeling. And that can happen. I mean, you have couples that's been together for 30, 40 years and they're still excited about each other. You have couples that's been together for maybe 2 years and it's not as exciting because life got real. Y'all, let's face it, life gets freaking real. So life got real and it's no longer exciting. Well, now they're seeking that excitement. Now they're trying to, find someone that gives them that excitement. And now here it is, this, when it's new, oh my gosh, new love. There, y'all, hey, good morning, boo. Y'all checking on each other. You going out on dates. You again, like crazy, but you going out, he taking you out to places your man ain't never take you, or she's appreciating places that you try to show your girl and she loves it, or she's showing you new things, he's showing you new things, and it's exciting. Like, you're checking on each other, you texting, you keeping that communication, there's no argument, y'all having a decent conversation without, hey, can you pick up the milk on your way home? Like, you're sexting. Like, it's fun and exciting. You're sleeping together. It's new moves. It's new, things like that. And it's exciting. And you don't have that at home. So people go to that. To me, the thing with that is, why not let the person you with go? So that's what I went through and the situations that I've been cheated on. It's like, you found something more that was more exciting. You found someone that was appreciated you more, someone that was able to have more time, or do these different things with you. But instead of just saying to me, hey, I found something else, it's, I'm gonna continue over here, but I'm still gonna be with you, I'm still gonna be texting you, I love you, all this good stuff in the morning, but then the afternoon, evening, I'm gonna be with this person. And that's what it was like. And trying to be the understanding person, like with my situation with my ex, he up all night and stuff, started going to bed earlier because his kids, so we lived on the border between two states, his kids lived in the other state. It was like, between them, they probably maybe 30-minute drive, so he would drive 30 minutes in the morning to get his kids and stuff like that. And her kids, because he helped his ex out with her kids as well, and doing that because of course they all grew up together, so get that. So he would be like, hey, going to bed early because I got to get up and going over there, and I would be like, oh, okay, cool, let me know when you made it. Mind you, he was driving my car. Won't go there, but let me know, how drop off and everything goes. So I'd let him use my car because his car was getting fixed or whatever, repossessed. So let him use my car. He would be like, 9 o'clock, hey, going to bed, gotta go over there 9:30, whatever. And that's what I thought was happening. Found out later that he was actually, one, seeing another woman. So he was either going to her house or she was coming to his house, or two, he was also staying at his ex's house. So I found that out when I called him one time to say good morning, and she picked up. And I was like, oh, okay, well, did he leave his phone or whatever? And she was like, yeah, he left his phone from when he stayed here last night. So yeah, found out he was staying with his ex, even though I let him use my car so he can get his kids back and forth. So why not just say to me, hey, because he was also driving the other girl's car when I took my, because after that I took my car back from him. Like, you're not about to use my car to be going back and forth. So the other girl got him a car. So it's just like, why not say, hey, this is what I found. And his whole reasoning was, I didn't know where we were in this relationship. I didn't know, where we're going to go next. We've been going through a lot. It's been so stressful. And I just, I got tired of having to go through this in a relationship. It shouldn't be this hard. Like, okay, why not let go of the relationship? You can't say that you are wanting to work on a relationship when your idea of working on a relationship is still having someone on the side. That's not working on the relationship. If anything, that's feeling your own self gratification and making you feel good when you're not having to face this. But meanwhile, I'm in the relationship having to deal with the relationship. I don't have that side person that's making me feel good or making, oh, I can handle this. I don't have that. So that was that story. Of course, the relationship ended up ending because when I asked about it, he told me he wasn't cheating. He denied it up and down. Like, why are you bringing this up? One, you must be cheating. What was it? You must be cheating, or I'm not doing this. You're just trying to nitpick, start an argument. I'm not seeing someone. Just let it go. You doing too much. Why are we even together if you don't even trust me? Then that phone call came from the girl that he had been with for a year. Even though me and him been together for a year, he's been seeing her for a year. That phone call came. So even then, it was just like, no regrets. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have hurt you this way. I shouldn't have brought you into this situation. None of that. Because to him, he was getting his satisfied. He was being satisfied while dragging me and making me think I wasn't enough. So remember that no matter what reasons that someone gives you for cheating on you, there's never a good reason to cheat on someone. If the relationship is not going the way that you want a relationship to go, leave. If you feel that person doesn't love you and you're tired, leave. Like, if you're not willing to work with a person, just the two of you, without you having a side person, leave. Because it's not fair to that person to drag them through that, because you bring down their self-esteem. You bring down how they view themselves. Like, I thought I wasn't pretty enough. I thought I wasn't curvy enough. I wasn't popular enough. I didn't have ties to the community enough. Like, all of these things I didn't feel like I had because he was seeking out other people to fill those goals. Even when I would say, hey, you look good, hey, I love those new boots, or anything like that, it was just like, oh, okay, cool. But he was getting that from someone else. So when it came to me, that didn't even matter. So I took on that, and it caused depression and everything with me. So that's my thing. Like, first off, a person is never going to be like, you're right, I am cheating. No, they're going to deny it. They're going to blame you. They're going to turn it around. And even when you do find out, they're going to blame you. Be like, well, if you were doing this more, if you made me feel this way, if you did this for me, if we weren't always arguing, if this relationship was better, all of that to make themselves feel like they were justified in what they did. So remember, do not take that on. Love yourself. If you found flaws in yourself throughout the relationship, like, I didn't manage my time, I didn't have time for a relationship, I was, snappy, I did have an attitude, address that within yourself. Heal yourself, then move forward. But don't let another person make you feel less than because of their character. Remember, that is a person's character. When a person chooses to go out and cheat, that shows you their character. And you can't change a person's character. That's their nature. So keep being you, keep being awesome, and keep moving forward. Bye.